Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about some of the divisibility rules and remainder problems which can be solved under divisibility rules. For example, a number which is divisible by 2 power n, or numbers like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. For a number divisible by 2, just check the last digit. When the last digit is divisible by 2, then the whole number will be divisible by 2. For 4, we need to check the last two digits. If the last two digits are divisible by 4, then the whole number will be divisible by 4. Divisibility rule for 8 will be check the last three digits. If the last three digits are divisible by 8, then the whole number will be divisible by 8. For 16, it will be last four digits. Even if they give a 100-digit number or a 200-digit number, if they ask to find out the remainder of that particular number, just we need to find out the last four digits and divide that by 16 and just find out the remainder. This will be applicable even for the questions which deals with divisibility rule and for the questions which also deals with remainders. So for 32, it will be last five digits and so on. So similarly, for the numbers which are divisible by 5 power n, same logic. If a number has to be divisible by 5, then the last digit has to be either 5 or 0. If the number has to be divisible by 25, just take the last two digits. If the last two digits are divisible by 25, then the whole number will be divisible by 25. Same way, for 125, take the last three digits. If the last three digits are divisible by 125, then the whole number will be divisible by 125. Now we have the divisibility rule for numbers such as 3 and 9. So these two numbers have the divisibility rule as finding the sum of the digits. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the whole number will be divisible by 3. The same rule will be applicable for 9. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, the whole number will be divisible by 9. For 9 alone, we have one more property for remainders. If the sum of the digits will be the remainder for the number when divided by 9. For example, 75622 when divided by 9, what is the remainder? We don't want to divide the whole number by 9. Just find out the sum, which is 7 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. We get 22, which is 2 plus 2, 4. So our remainder will be 4. Okay, so for 3 and 9, it will be sum of the digits which has to be divisible by, if it is divisible by 3, then it is the whole number will be divisible by 3. Same way, the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then the whole number will be divisible by 9. And for numbers such as 11 and 101, for example, we'll take a number 968539. Sum of the digits in odd positions, which is 9 plus 5 plus 6, minus sum of the digits in even positions, which is 3 plus 8 plus 9. If it is 0 or a multiple of 11, then we can say the whole number will be divisible by 11. Similarly, for 101, we need to take two digits at a time. For example, a number 4512276. Take 76, 22, 51 and 4. These are all the four numbers. So sum of the digits in odd positions will be 76 plus 51. Sum of the digits in even positions will be 22 plus 4. So the difference is 101. So that number will be, whole number will be divisible by 101. Next, we have some of the numbers divisibility rule by using the coprimes. As we discussed earlier, coprimes are the numbers which does not share any common factor between them except 1. For example, divisibility rule for 12 will be taking the two coprime numbers 3 and 4. We know the divisibility rule for 3 as well as 4. So we can say if the number is divisible by 3 as well as 4, that number will be divisible by 12. Same way for 24, it will be 3 and 8. Then if the number is divisible by 3 as well as 8, the number will be divisible by 24. If it is 72, if the number is divisible by 9 as well as 8, the whole number will be divisible by 72. For 33, if the number is divisible by 3 as well as 11, then the number will be divisible by 33. So like this, we can find out the divisibility rule for any number by splitting it in terms of two coprime numbers or three coprime numbers like that. Then we have left out with the divisibility rule for 7. So divisibility rule for 7 will be subtract twice the number. For example, let's take 945. Take the unit digit, double it, which will be 10, and subtract it from the remaining digit. 94 minus 10, which is 84. If 84 is divisible by 7, then the whole number will be divisible by 7. Similarly, 78654. Take the unit digit, double it. So 7865 minus 8, you will get 7857. Now, if I am unable to find out, again I need to repeat the process. Double the unit digit, which is 14. 785 minus 14 is equal to 771. Now, from this itself, I can say it is not divisible by 7. But again, we'll just take double the last digit, which is 2. 77 minus 2, which is 75. 75 is not divisible by 7. So, we can say the whole number will not be divisible by 7. By using the same concept, the divisibility rule for 7, 13 and 17 we can find out, but it is not an easy way, even if this is a lengthy process. So I have not explained for 13 and 17. As of now, we'll just stick in with the remaining divisibility rules and just know about the divisibility rule for 7. And one more rule, any digit repeated p minus 1 times is divisible by p, where p is a prime number greater than 5. Let's take a prime number greater than 5, for example 13. So 5 when repeated 12 times will definitely be divisible by 13. Not only 5, if it is 1 when repeated 12 times, it will be divisible by 13. 8 when repeated 12 times, it will be divisible by 13. Similarly, we'll take one more prime number, which is 17. So 7 when repeated 16 times, a number when repeated 16 times will definitely be divisible by 17. Okay. So this is one of the commonly asked problem based on this particular property. So that's why I mentioned this. Thank you.